We're kicking off today's video with an intense moment. A small Mitsubishi truck, loaded with fresh fruit, is fighting its way up a treacherous hill. It picks up speed, powering forward with everything it's got. But just as it reaches the top, disaster strikes. The overloaded truck stalls, then suddenly starts rolling backward, completely out of control. The assistant tries desperately to wedge blocks under the wheels, but it's no use. Gravity takes over, and as you can see on the screen, the truck slides back down in a heart-stopping moment. Luckily, it didn't flip over. An off-road convoy is taking on an extreme challenge. The road ahead is a battlefield of deep mud, jagged rocks, and brutal inclines. The lead vehicle powers through, making it across, but the one behind? Stuck, completely trapped. Without hesitation, a tow cable is hooked up. The tension builds as everyone watches. Tires spin, engines roar, the cable stretches tight. It looks like it might snap any second. But inch by inch, the stranded truck is pulled to safety. What an epic and nerve-wracking moment. After a long, relentless downpour, floodwaters have swallowed the road, turning it into a raging current. But that doesn't stop the convoy. One by one, the trucks push forward, engines roaring, tires slicing through the water, sending waves crashing on both sides. Onlookers gather along the roadside, watching with anticipation. Will these drivers make it across safely, or are we about to witness an unexpected disaster? Oh my God, what on earth am I looking at right now? I can't believe my eyes. A homemade tractor, so crude it looks like it belongs in a scrapyard, is hauling tons of heavy logs. But the craziest part? It's heading straight down a nearly vertical slope. This is pure insanity. My heart is pounding as I watch every second tick by. One wrong move and disaster is inevitable. What do you think about this driver's sheer nerve and determination? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about this intense moment? I hope it got your heart racing just like it did mine. If you felt the thrill, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Your support keeps me motivated to create even more high-quality, action-packed videos for you all. This is truly an impressive moment. A skilled female driver is maneuvering her vehicle through a tight, challenging passage with incredible precision. Every move she makes is calculated, showcasing her confidence and expertise behind the wheel. And here's a fun fact. She admitted that she'd love to date an American guy. What do you think about that? Let us know in the comments. Another heart-pounding moment. A homemade tractor, overloaded with tons of logs, is attempting to descend a steep, unforgiving slope. Do you think it will make it? Drop your predictions and thoughts in the comments. Oh no! The vehicle is tilting, slowly losing control as it slips down the hill. It's moving gradually, but the danger is real. Oh my God! The driver just jumped out. He's helplessly running after the runaway machine. Thankfully, it hits a dirt mound and comes to a stop. But looking at it, I'd say the damage is pretty serious. Why are these two trucks pulling in opposite directions? Something seems off, right? At first, I had no idea what was going on. But by the end, it all made sense. The front truck was completely stuck in thick, deep mud. It couldn't move forward because the mud was just too high and slippery. That's when the second truck stepped in to pull it backward, freeing it from the track. And then, full throttle, the driver slammed the gas, built up momentum, and bam! The truck powered through the muddy pit in an epic struggle. What do you think about this crazy situation? Let me know in the comments. A steep, rocky incline, dangerous and unforgiving. The truck is charging up with sheer power and determination. But the big question is, can it make it to the top? Oh my God, it did it! What an epic climb! The truck conquered the hill with pride, showcasing its incredible endurance and, more importantly, the fearless skills of the driver. That was one intense moment. The engine roars loudly, echoing through the air. It's a battle of man and machine against the unforgiving mud. The driver pushes the truck to its limits, desperately trying to break free. Thick black smoke rises, tires spin wildly, and mud flies everywhere. Will the truck make it out? This is a tough one to call. What's your prediction? Let me know in the comments. And here comes an even tougher challenge. The truck roars like a beast, pushing its limits against the brutal terrain. The engine growls, tires grip the ground with all their might, showcasing sheer endurance and power. Will it conquer this obstacle? Let's find out. Without the incredible support of the local villagers, this off-road truck would still be stuck in that deep mud pit. But thanks to their unbreakable teamwork and kindness, they came together and pushed the vehicle through the obstacle in a truly spectacular way. Smash that like button to show some love for these amazing people. Even though this slope is slippery and incredibly challenging, these trucks power through like absolute beasts. No surprise there, they're built in Europe, the heart of industrial engineering. Raw power, durability, and top-tier performance, all on full display right here. Indonesia's infamous death slope, a place littered with the wreckage of vehicles that never made it through. And today, another victim joins the list. A small Mitsubishi truck from Japan. Oh my God! This is absolutely insane! A massive, raging river with muddy floodwaters rushing downstream, and this guy, he's actually driving straight into it. This is beyond reckless. Will the truck make it across, or is this a disaster in the making? Hold your breath and watch this intense moment unfold. Thank God. After those nerve-wracking moments, the truck has finally made it across the river safely. Unbelievable. That was a heart-pounding, high-stakes gamble, but what an incredible outcome. Engines roaring, mud flying everywhere. These two beasts are pulling each other through the deep mud with incredible power. Can you guess what kind of trucks these are? Where do they come from? Take a guess, because they look seriously tough and unstoppable. This hill is brutal on a normal day, but with today's heavy rain, it's absolutely unforgiving. And here comes a massive truck, struggling to climb to the top. But wait, it's losing control. The tires spin helplessly, and suddenly, bam! The truck slides backward and flips over, crashing onto the roadside like the rusting wrecks of those that came before it. What a terrifying sight. And here we go again. This one is even more horrifying. The truck doesn't just flip, it rolls over multiple times, slamming into the ground with gut-wrenching force. Oh my God, this is insane. In just seconds, it's reduced to a twisted wreck. These two men have spent their entire lives in a remote village, never once stepping outside since the day they got married. Their wives have been very protective, making sure they never wander too far from home. But today, everything changes. They've packed their bags, planned their great escape, and are determined to finally see the world beyond their village. And as you can see on the screen, their mission is off to a hilarious start. Will they make it? Drop a like and cheer for these two brave adventurers. Oh my God, what is happening here? Is this guy out of his mind? How could he even think about driving into a raging flood? Look over there. Another truck is coming from the opposite side, trying to cross in the other direction. I see people frantically waving, shouting for him to turn back. There's no way his truck can handle the force of that current. Thankfully, he finally listens and decides to retreat before it's too late. But what about the other truck? Oh no, it's slowly getting swept away by the raging waters. This is insane. The flood has completely swallowed it up. What an intense and terrifying moment. Oh my God! A massive storm just rolled in, ripping everything in its path. The fierce winds are shaking his container truck violently, but he refuses to give up. Without hesitation, he jumps out and grabs onto the truck with all his strength, desperately trying to keep it from being blown away. To him, this isn't just a truck. It's his entire livelihood, his hard work, his everything. Truly admirable. Drop a like and send him your best wishes. Let's hope both he and his truck make it through this storm safely. And just like that, we've reached the end of today's video. If these moments had you on the edge of your seat or gave you an adrenaline rush, don't hesitate to smash that like button and make sure to hit subscribe so you won't miss any of the thrilling stories coming up next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.